All right, y'all. It's Mo Fields again. Just want to drop some info on you, some knowledge, I should say. Uh, go through the wormhole with me and see what we learn in this next couple minutes, if you can spare the time.
While some participants chose the money, most turned it down.
We see that people place significant amounts of value on answering questions about themselves and significantly less value on answering questions about other people. Kind of really brought the point home that sharing information is rewarding.
Our compulsion to share is part of our biological makeup. But our biology could be the next target in the assault on our privacy. Our most sensitive personal information may already have been sold to the highest bidder.
My bad on the commercials. Had no idea. All right, back to the program.
Which would you hate to lose the most? Your phone or your wallet? If either one of these is stolen, it's a total hassle.
Side note, that's crazy. I just lost my wallet like 2 weeks ago with my social in it. Crazy.
Private information is exposed. However, you can cancel bank cards, wipe the data from your phone, and change all of your passwords. But there is something else you leave behind every day that could be far more devastating to your privacy. A single strand of hair contains the most private information you have, your DNA. Yaniv Ehrlich is a former hacker who used to break into banks to test their security. Now he's a computational biologist, and he's concerned about the security of a different kind of bank, a DNA bank, which can store the individual genetic code of hundreds of thousands of people.
Like the seed
He
bank.
believes that hackers will soon be able to break into those biobanks and steal our most valuable and most private asset.
A number of large-scale biobanks offer you the opportunity to contribute your DNA to science. It just takes a simple cheek swab to get the DNA out of your mouth, and then in a matter of days, with the current technology, we can analyze your entire genome.
Companies like 23andMe and Ancestry.com will sequence your DNA and send you back information about your family tree or whether you are at risk for certain inherited diseases. And scientists are using this huge database of genetic information to develop new cures for a wide range of diseases.
So I wonder if you have your DNA taken for other purposes, due to requirements, uh, if that's going to be in the bank or not. This DNA data bank. Hmm.
So with all these types of information, scientists can really understand how the variability within the population is affected by the DNA material we have.
If the contents of your DNA were stolen and disclosed, the consequences could be disastrous. Imagine being denied health insurance or losing your job because your genes show you're at high risk for a heart attack. So biobanks say they make sure your DNA remains anonymous.
To increase the security, biobanks usually don't store your identifiers together with your genetic material. They will keep your name, telephone number, and address totally separated from this information. This way, no one knows what is the origin of the genetic material that you gave.
But Yaniv has found a serious flaw in biobank security. In fact, he's discovered that even those of us who have never had our DNA sequenced are at risk too. Our DNA is vulnerable to theft every single day. Just think about what happens when you get a haircut.
Although DNA is something very personal, you shed it everywhere. You go to the barber shop. You get a shave, you leave some of your DNA on the blade. You take a sip from a glass. You have some of your saliva on the glass. You leave behind some of your DNA. Maybe if you chew a gum or you smoke a cigarette, you leave the cigarette bag behind, you left some of your DNA.
If a gene thief got a hold of your DNA, they could discover which inherited diseases you have, whether you have a tendency towards alcoholism or mental illness, and threaten to reveal that information to employers or insurers unless you pay up. The key to being able to tie a piece of anonymous DNA to a name, whether in a biobank or a barbershop, is in the Y chromosome.
If you're a male, we can know more about your paternal ancestry because you inherited a short piece of DNA called the Y chromosome that you just get from your father's side. Now, here's the funny thing about the Y chromosome. You get your surname from your father. He got it from his own father. And you got the Y chromosome from the same man. This creates a correlation between Y chromosome and surnames.
In men, the Y chromosome contains patterns of repeating letters of DNA, a genetic fingerprint that passes from grandfather to father to son unchanged, just like a surname does. To prove that our genetic policy is under threat, Yaniv pretends to be a gene thief. He downloads an anonymous DNA sequence from a biobank and zeroes in on its unique Y chromosome patterns. Then he logs on to a genealogy database where people voluntarily upload their Y chromosome sequences along with their names to locate long-lost family. That allows him to match the anonymous biobank DNA to a specific surname. And since the anonymous biobank sequences are tagged with the age and state of residence of the person who supplied the DNA, a simple internet search reveals their identity. He has done this successfully 50 times.
I was so shocked by the results that I have to take a walk to think about the implications of our method to genetic privacy. It means that
That's deep. I don't know, man. All I know is my name, and that was given to me. All that I know is I know nothing at all. It's getting crazy out there. You gotta watch your hairs now. All right. See you next time.